You said a decade ago. That indicates he's at least 10 years old.
I think he's at least 21.
Well, he's drinking too, so he's at least 21.
Wait, I'm listening, so that...
And he said 10 years ago, so so that happened when he was at least 11.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Or it happened when he was like 11 or younger. Amber drinks, she's at least 21.
Well, that's only in the US. Maybe in Germany or whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'll go. Could I read this? Alright. One afternoon near the end of summer a decade ago, my father and I passed by the Dawn Winery. I'll go get us some grape juice for the road, he said, but he never came back. That's his origin story that he tells people to be vague. My father went to get grape juice and he never came back. If Master Krapus hadn't taken me in, I doubt I'd have made it through the storm that night. This matter-of-fact description hides a carefully constructed lie. Kaya has never once spoken the truth about what happened that afternoon. This is your chance. You are our last hope. Kaya's father squeezed his son's lean shoulders as he spoke. He had lean shoulders. He has to be at least older than 11, right?
I just kind of after Genshin is Kaya. Oh, now
It's Kaya. Conria. I guess we could listen to his voiceover now. I have most of his voice lines, so...
Kaya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than any of the usual Favonius stuff. I didn't know you were such a slacker.
I forget he says that.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
He sounds different than I imagine.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting. How about a ghost story to go with the snow? What's wrong? Can't handle the cold? What a pleasant breeze. I wonder how long it'll last. Seize the day. Hey, fancy joining me at the tavern for a bit? You're not scared of the dark, are you? That's interesting.
Do you think it's lines like this where it reveals stuff about the Traveler? The Traveler is scared of the dark.
You're not scared of the dark, are you?
Because these are supposed to be like conversations between Kaya and the Traveler.
I guess so.
I guess he's just teasing too, you know.
Leaving already? See you next time then. Don't make me wait too long though. Is the Abyss Order causing you trouble? If there's anything bothering you, you know you can talk to me.
That's because he wants to hear about the Abyss Order, not me.
If you ever
Employment
need me, let me
relationship.
know. Let's not make this a transaction relationship.
About the vision.
Still struggling with how visions work? Let's see. How can I explain it? The apparatus that allows us to see is our eyes. A vision is the apparatus by which we control the elements. Simple, is it not?
If our eyes help us see, our visions help us control the element.
Do you drink wine? Dandelion wine has a unique body to it. Oh, you're underage. You should try Mondstadt's apple cider vinegar. I know just the place. Have you ever seen the Owl of Dragonspine? If you look directly at it, it seems to see right through you, while letting go of none of its own secrets. Quite fascinating, don't you think?
You think his favorite animals are owls? What if he's like, the Owl of Dragonspine is a code name for Albedo? Have you seen the Owl of Dragonspine? If you look directly at it, it seems to see right through you. He like looks directly at Albedo's eyes. Maybe that's why he can't draw Kaya.
Because it makes
him uncomfortable.
Why is he always... No?
What? The acting Grandmaster? You need to give her your full support. Oh, Lisa. You'd better not forget to return your books on time. I made that mistake once, and boy was she angry. My arm is still numb from last time. That outrider is a clever and righteous knight. Be careful not to step out of line in front of her. Diluc? He was cute as a young lad, but nowadays he just seems to be in a world of his own. Overall, not much fun to hang out with. Klee. Seems she has failed to elude the acting Grandmaster's investigative skills, despite the pointers I gave her. I'm kidding. No need to go reporting me or anything. Albedo, eh? Calm, collected, and incredibly talented.
Albedo.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
don't
type
know
everybody
anything
likes.
about Albedo.
Some even more so than others. What, you into him as well?
You into him as well, and he's also saying, like, he's the type everybody likes.
Have you tried one of Diona's drinks? Oh, right. You're still underage. Such a shame, it truly is, to not be able to revel with you in such bliss. I guess all we can do is wait for you to be old enough. Now that you mention him,
It's like now he played a
no one
waiting
in the
game
Knights
with,
of
like,
Favonius to inherit
age.
the Grandmaster's approach to his work. I must say, I really do appreciate people like him. What? You think Fischl having one eye covered is very fitting, given her title of Prinzessin der Verurteilung? If that's the case, that must make me a future royal progeny too, no? I was entrusted by the acting Grand Master to work in the background to support Noelle. But there hasn't been much for me to concern myself with. She has a good head on her shoulders. Quite the relief. Ah, you want to know about the secrets of Sister Rosaria. That, I cannot tell you. Though my impression of her is not bad, certainly better than a certain someone whose name I won't bother to mention. She's honest with herself. She casts off that which she has no time for, and she doesn't feign motivation for affairs that do not interest her.
Who do you think is the person of someone certainly better than someone whose name I won't bother to mention? Who do you think that is? With Rosaria, how he's like, impression of her is not bad, certainly better than a certain someone whose name I won't bother to mention. Who would have a bad impression of Rosaria? Like Diluc? Just to connect him to Diluc?
He's saying he has a better impression of her than he has of someone else, right? I don't know.
You want to know the secrets of Sister Rosaria? That I cannot tell you, though my impression of her is not bad, certainly better than a certain someone whose name I won't bother to mention. Oh, so it's an impression of someone else?
Yeah.
Sucrose may not be much of an extrovert in public, but
I
as
hope
they
he like
say,
slains
it's always the
Sucrose
quiet
in the
ones.
next one after talking about Rosario like that.
I hate Zuko.
I hate Sucrose. That's it. After following up that.
Sucrose may not be much of an extrovert in public, but as they say, it's always the quiet ones.
As they
Apparently,
say.
her laboratory is home to quite the eclectic range of implements, and her experiments are more than just intellectually stimulating. All hearsay, of course. You don't seriously think I would go snooping around a fair lady's private quarters, do you?
I bet he has.
He has. He ordered Klee to do it and then report back.
Oh,
Don't
Kale.
do it, Klee.
Winks.
Oh, Kale.
Cole.
Oh, now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. You came to the right person.
Not
Let me
Amber.
tell you her whole story. Starting right from the very beginning, with all the delicious details.
Tell Cole's life story. About Mika. He knows the Mika?
No.
Yeah, Miko. Yeah.
No, Mika.
I was like confusing the names. Yeah. Who's Mika?
It's a new. You didn't do the event.
I didn't do it, so I guess.
Razor event?
Yeah, I didn't do the Razor
No, he was
event.
in it.
When
Oh.
I first met Mika, he seemed like the nervous type, so I decided to joke around with him a little. I didn't count on that making him even more nervous. His smile looked as if it were plastered onto his face, and in the end, he even wrote me a letter of apology. Does taking everything so seriously run in the Schmidt's blood?
Mika Schmidt.
The title of cavalry captain is nothing to get excited about. Now that I think about it, the Grand Master took all the cavalry from Mondstadt, so there's none left for me to captain.
He's a captain with no cavalry.
There are a total of 10 captains within the Knights of Favonius. But truth be told, not all of them have what it takes to be leaders.
Do you think he's like dissing Eula and Albedo? Because they're also captains? Not all of the lead have what it takes to be leaders. He means not all, meaning that some are respected.
He likes Albedo.
That leaves 9. That increases Eula's chance of being disliked.
I think he likes Albedo. His voice line made it seem like he did.
Let me go back to Albedo.
Albedo, eh? Calm, collected, and incredibly talented.
What
He's
about
the type everybody
what about when he
likes.
says what? You into him as well?
Some
Is
even
that
more so than others. What, you into him as well?
It could either mean...
no? It's hard to interpret his delivery as if he likes Albedo or not.
What's it, Albedo?
Albedo. It's because he says it.
Albedo, eh? Calm, collected.
He's mostly
and
describing him
incredibly
like
talented.
how from a third
He's the
person,
type
so it
everybody
doesn't really
likes.
reveal anything about him.
Some even more so than others. What, you into him as well?
Well,
The what you into him as well sounds a little aggressive.
yeah. But if he describes Albedo like that, that means he thinks he's qualified, right?
I don't know. He's just like
called him
describing it.
extremely- Or incredibly talented. That means he has to be worthy of being...
I don't know. Hello, one viewer that joined. I'm looking at Kaya's.
Is it just you?
It's not me. I can pull up the chat so I would know. Now I'll say 2 viewers. No, I'm kidding. I'm looking at Kaya's thing. He talks about here the title of cavalry captain is nothing to get excited. No, not that one. He says there are a total of 10 captains within the Knights of Favonius, but truth be told, not all of them have what it takes to be leaders. Eula and Albedo are captains, and based on his dialogue, we can't tell if he's like, does he think Albedo is a good captain or not?
Albedo, eh? Calm, collected, and incredibly talented. He's the type everybody likes. Some even more so than others. What, you into him as well?
I don't know. It sounds like he's mostly talking from a third person, so it's hard to tell if he like thinks if he likes Albedo or not. But apparently, he poses for Albedo to draw him.
He does?
Yeah, right? Because Albedo tried drawing his face, so he must have been like.
I mean, you can just draw someone without them knowing.
I guess Albedo stalked Kaya. That means like they don't even know each other.
No, they do.
They could not.
Kaya threw Albedo his birthday party.
When was that?
During Albedo's birthday! It was in the birthday art. Kaya was
Oh.
And you know how he also threw Jean's birthday party? It makes sense that he also threw
He
Albedo's
probably.
birthday.
I don't know why he dislikes any captains though. Well, I guess he could not dislike them. He could like them, but he could still go of the idea that they're poor leaders.
You're not a good leader, but
You're not a good
happy
leader,
birthday.
but happy birthday. You know, I don't agree with you being captain, but I do like you as a person.
My eye? My eye is fine. There's nothing unusual about hiding one's body parts from view. It's the same reason I wear
It's
pants.
the same reason I wear pants.
Or any other item of clothing for that matter. Kainria, huh? You sure know a lot. The legacy of Kainria is long gone. The sinners are all that's left. And they're not worth mentioning.
Do you think he's talking about himself?
Probably.
Wine tasting is an art form. Mondstadt's wine is a gift from the Animo Archon. It's only right that one should learn how to appreciate it. Lonely? Me? Not with someone here nagging me all the time, that's for sure.
Lonely.
Sparkling wine is a specialty of Mondstadt. Mix it with 3 parts dandelion wine, and the bitterness disappears completely. This concoction is known as Death in the Afternoon.
Wait.
Delectable.
Did he say it wrong? He said death in the afternoon, not death afternoon.
Sparkling wine is a
Now we have to
specialty of
listen.
Mondstadt. Mix it with 3 parts dandelion wine, and the bitterness disappears completely. This concoction is known as Death in the Afternoon.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah, he said it wrong. Death in the
Amber's-
afternoon.
Amber's voice sounds like that too. Like she just changes what's written there.
I can't believe that some people actually drink grape juice.
That's what his father
If they
left
had
to
a
get
little
him.
more patience, they would find
Yeah.
it ferments into the most
Well,
exquisite
not grape juice,
wine.
I guess, but
So
His dad
unromantic.
left too, because he was supposed to be.
what his dad left? Cause why?
He was supposed to like stay in Mondstadt, but his dad had to go back.
No. Here, look. One afternoon, near the end of the summer a decade ago, my father and I passed by Don Winery. I'll go get us some grape juice for the road, he said, but he never came back. And that's his origin story for his dad. And then when you go to his least favorite food, he's like, I kind of hate grape juice.
I can't believe that some people actually drink
I can't
grape
believe
juice.
some people actually drink
If they
grape
had a
juice.
little more patience,
And that's what his
they would
dad
find
left
it
to
ferments
get.
into the most
His dad left to get grape juice, and his least favorite food is grape
He said that's
juice.
so funny.
I can't
And then he
believe that.
never came.
And he never came back. I don't know, how would Kaya say it? How would he voice it?
Not like the ghost.
Cool it! Lonely? Me? Not with someone here nagging me all the time, that's for sure.
lonely. Me?
He sounds different than I do.
Not with someone here nagging me all the time, that's for sure.
Who's nagging him? Us?
Us, yeah. This is him asking like, so Kaya, what's your troubles? Are you lonely is probably the question either asked.
Probably got offended.
Yeah, well... I'm trying to think of like Call Me Kevin when he said like, why were you following me around and like in Among Us? And he's like, lonely. Just like typing that. Lonely? Me? Least favorite food? Grape juice.
Oh, this is quite exceptional. You are full of surprises.
The one where he's like,
You
bad
should
gift.
serve this with wine. It would really add the finishing touch. Ew. Oh, I'm just a slow eater. I'll finish
His
it.
voice actor added the
Don't
ew
worry.
in.
He added you and he's like choking.
Ew. I'm just a slow eater.
Okay.
Today is a day worth celebrating. I hope this day can bring you true happiness.
He didn't say happy birthday.
Not bad. You always seem to be around to give me a hand. Thanks.
Opening treasures. I didn't learn that much about Kaya that I didn't already know, I feel. Looking through his lines. I know he's from Conria, and his dad is from Conria, and he said something like, "Oh, you're our last hope now, Kaya." And then what? And then he left for some grape juice, is what Kaya says, just to avoid giving the truth. Not much. Look. And just Ganyu. You remember Ganyu's happy birthday line where it's like, "Oh, traveler, it's your birthday? I didn't know. Oh, what's this behind my back? It's a cake. For you. Except I didn't have enough time to cook it completely."
Many happy returns. After all the times you've looked out for me, I didn't even remember to get you a gift. Oops. Silly me, What's that behind my back? Oh, you saw it then. It's a failed attempt at making a Chingsin flour cake. I wanted it to be perfect, but... Oh, you think it tastes good? Do you really?
Look, you know how Ganyu's is like, if she gives you a cake that she made, but it wasn't that good? Someone else has this. I forgot who, but I was looking, and it was like, it's the exact same thing. I think it was Venti. Venti's birthday line is like, "I made you an apple cake, but it didn't turn out that well."
Someone once told me you're supposed to eat a cake on your birthday. Ta-da! Here's your birthday cake. It's apple flavored. And
It's
here's a
apple.
spoon. The cake didn't rise properly in the oven. That's why it looks more akin to an apple pie. Baking is really quite complicated.
His is like the exact same thing, except Ganyu is like hiding it. What's this behind my back? I'm not kidding. I like how he's like excited about it being apple flavored. It's
He made it
apple
his
flavored. Yeah, he made it his favorite. Apple flavored. Guess what, traveler? He also eats a cake with spoons.
Ew. I like Kaya's triple crown. I think about this.
He also has the technology for spoons. Not kidding.
Try triple crown, isn't it?
Yes. You should have triple crown Venti before Kaya. I learned nothing about Kaya from his like entire thing. Where is he? Alright.
I love when you Kaya.
50 of 60. I also don't have these, but
His birthday's coming up.
November 30th. Yeah. What if he gives his entire backstory on his birthday? I threw myself a party on my birthday.
That's sad.
Because he sits on everyone's birthdays. I threw myself a party on my birthday. Here, I'll tell you my origin story, since you're the only person that came.
Looks like there's a strange energy surrounding the city. We can't go any further. Guess there should be a mechanism or something around here, right? Traveler, looks like it's time to get into ruin exploring mode.
Puzzle time, huh? I'll take a look around and see what I can find.
Don't waste your time.
Huh?
Kanria's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just cheap tricks to me.
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide something here, right? Dan seems like he really understands what's going on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
Was this upside down city built by Kanria? Was this upside down city built by the Abyss Order?
Not necessarily. The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still. The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Kanria? Whoa, Paimon can't even imagine back that far.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Kanria. At least, it would if it were the other way up. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
I bet they make Dainsleif not a playable character, because if he was a playable character, they would have to give him all the story stuff and backstory that he could achieve. So it's like, oh, we gotta save that for story purposes.
Black Serpent Knights! Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide. Let's take them out first.
Stabilize!
Defeat the Black Serpent Knights.
Shudder! Freeze to the core! I condemn you!
Hey, look! Vines! You should be able to climb up, right? Oh no! More Black Serpent Knights! Huh?
Oops.
They're not coming after us! Are they just trying to scare us off? Huh. These knights seem like they're hiding something behind them.
Hilly turtles.
Hold on, I think they...
They're coming! Quick!
Well, it was only funny to send an edit afterwards.
Why? What's the edit?
Well, you have to meet the guy first. So
Oh.
I'll show you.
Solidify! This is order!
mercy.
Quick!
Rack and ruin.
Stabilize!
Crush! Vengeance will be mine! Ha, yeah. Ha. Eye for an eye.
Oh! You blocked my
Order
thing.
guide you. Gather!
Whew. That was the last of them. Now, let's see what it was they were trying to hide.
Daddy!
Huh?
Yeah.
What's this?
Huh?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret.
No!
I should have guessed.
Found her collar or her harness. Oh, okay.
So, what exactly is going on with these hilly churls?
Where is it?
As I said, for these hilly churls, the end is nigh.
The hilly trails are preparing to meet their end. And,
They have grown old and fearful of the light, even become one with the darkness. And yet the curse continues to corrode them.
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want to stay here and guard them? More of them are closing in!
let's try to avoid fighting them. Fighting them is meaningless.
It's him! The guy that came out of nowhere and disappeared again!
Oh, actually, I've seen this guy
Now
in
they're retreating!
some footage.
Did he just order them to do that?
His sword is gonna collapse and stuff. Halfdan?
Whoa, whoa!
Haven?
What? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
Dane?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the hilly churls, don't you? It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty. The one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
Oh, Halfdan.
So, he's from 500 years ago, too?
To this day, I still remember the final orders I, the Twilight Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster in Kanria, before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Kanria at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk, these identities made no difference. Against the might of the gods, the only identity that mattered was being from Kanria. These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect, but perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Kanria. If you see these ruins as Kanria in the throes of disaster, and these hilly churls as the people crying for help, then suddenly, I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat, and more of a warning.
Then, what are they saying?
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Kanria. Run.
So they're not talking to us. So they're telling the hilly trolls behind them to escape.
Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion. It is nothing short of a miracle, born from hopelessness.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong.
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to stop us.
My friend is saying, I'm giving thanks. I'm saying, nice. Thanks for Thanksgiving. I don't know what tradition giving thanks is. That's just like giving the prayer at the beginning of the meal. I'm thankful for the great astrologist Mona Magistus, whose money don't jiggle jiggle. It's gone. I'm thinking giving. I'm thankful for Mona Magistus, the great astrologist. Mona Magistus, whose money don't jiggle jiggle. It's gone. Jigging. But yeah, thankful. Investigate these hilly trolls. I don't think Kyle will become one of these hilly trolls. Just because, like, he would have already, right?
I don't even know how old he is. Like, is he actually 500?
He can't be. I bet his dad turned into a hilly troll, though. Like that, because he was like, I'm gonna go get some grape juice and I'll be right back. And then he turns into a hilly troll. And then Kaya goes off and kills the hilly troll. No,
like, Kaya watches his dad go in and come out as a
he watches his dad goes into with Dawn Winery and out as a hilly troll.
He's like, huh.
Huh, that's weird.
So,
Fascinating.
there's no Abyss Order secrets to be found here. Just a bunch of hilly churls nearing the end of their existence. We probably shouldn't disturb them.
Go to the chamber at the center of the ruins summit. Could follow the ceiling, the chasm ceiling. I bet you have to have D-Luke to get more information about Kaya, because in D-Luke's thing
Sure
he'll
enough,
have more
we
information.
aren't seeing any more Black Serpent Knights. Guess that Halfdan guy really did recognize Captain Dane, huh?
More hilly troll. Oh, this one's dead.
More hilly churls.
Or
They look
sleeping.
really well protected.
Do you think it must be annoying to be a hilly troll and you're nearing your end life? So you walk into this cave to like relax and like feel the pain less, and then there's Paimon with her high-pitched voice talking.
Oh, you're lucky with this. I remember when, like, the version came out, it was basically impossible to get that Pokemon.
Really?
You had
Why?
to, like, I don't know, because they wouldn't let you, even if you crawled all the way up there, they wouldn't let you do that, and you had to, like, glitch it out.
No, did you glitch it out to get it?
Yeah. I had to. I needed that checkpoint of 3 more gems. Anyway, I think you fixed it, because it looked a lot easier when you did it.
When I just climbed up and pressed square.
Yeah. A reward on the road.
No, I might not make it. Or I could. Go to the chamber at the center of the summit.
Dane, why so quiet?
I'm just thinking, nothing more. If you're trying to console me, I can assure you there is no need.
Fine.
Paimon doesn't try to concern or console. What if he was? What if you really did need it? And but then he's like, oh, I thought you were gonna console me anyway. Well, I'll take that consoling. Well, fine.
Also playing with Gary.
Do you think he's using a delusion to have animal vision?
No. They explain it.
Do you think it's because he's a puppet? He could use animal vision?
They explain it. They're giving him a story quest.
Oh.
All these hilly churls want is to quietly fade away in peace. Paimon hopes they can get their final wish.
All they want is to quietly fade away in peace, and there's like Paimon speaking. What's that noise as you're dying? You know what? My theory, even though I haven't made it to Sumeru yet, for why the Scaramouche has an animo vision, is because that Scaramouche with an animo vision is not the puppet Scaramouche, or something, or his consciousness became the real Scaramouche, or something. So, and his real consciousness, the real Scaramouche, has an animo, and the puppet Scaramouche, or Balladeer, has like electro. He's a puppet. That's all I took away. It's so scary calling them a puppet. Like, it sounds scary.
It's creepy. I was like listening to Yanni Miko talk about that, and I was like, I don't like Scaramouche.
The real Raiden Shogun placed her consciousness in the sword that goes into her boobs, and the puppet is what's the Raiden Shogun. Yeah.
Hey, look! There's no door sealing this room off. Looks like we can finally head to the room in the center. Come on, let's go!
I don't like this art style.
What is it?
Well, art is just artist.
Oh.
Because they make Shao look a baby. It's kind of
They like Shao look like a baby.
yeah, no, like I don't know. It's kind of gross.
Oh.
I don't know. It makes me kind of cute.
Do you like it when he's like more rugged or something? Where he's like.
I like when he has his actual personality and people don't change him.
Oh yeah. I like it when he's like he has a serious personality, right?
Yeah.
But then like it's hard to take him seriously just because he has a funny personality, like
Yeah.
like how he wants to dance or something.
Yeah.
I think I found my true calling. It's dancing.
His stupid voice like that.
Yeah, his voice.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it better
I've
when
never
he's,
seen
like,
such well-behaved
that, but then when he
teenagers
looks like a
before.
baby, it's kind of weird.
Paimon wonders if it
Oh.
has anything
Like
to
an
do
actual
with being
baby.
an old soul.
Yeah.
Cutie like this. It's kind of
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think I found my true calling. It's like dancing. Oh, imagine he would dance so weirdly. Like he would be like, I don't know,
He wouldn't know how to dance.
like that. Yeah, he wouldn't know how to dance. He would be moving. It's impossible to show without like being on the screen. But then, yeah.
Even the
It would be
water pool is upside down. Oh, wow! This is a pretty amazing place. Dang!
Imagine Paimon getting sucked up into that water and be like, "Help, traveler! I'm drowning." Traveler.
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. A relic of this ancient
Traveler,
civilization.
you are here.
And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse. Here, my whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is stronger here than it was before. And I think it's because that water pool has something akin to a cleansing effect.
Cleansing? So that means the water in that pool can wash away the curse for good?
No, that would be impossible.
How are you so sure?
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, no one understands the curse like I do.
He's built different.
It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely, consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
What if that thing over Danslee's face isn't a mask at all? It's just like his skin peeled off.
Ew, that's creepy. Was he like a robot under there?
No, it's him corroding under the skin.
That's weird.
Huh? Cleansing the curse
Okay.
cost you your life?
He bleeds like Hilichurl blood.
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little.
Do you see his right arm? How his right arm has no sleeve?
Yeah.
What if that's just his skin?
That's weird.
Like his face.
What's that contraption there? It
An
looks
abyss
kind of
order
out of
device?
place.
An abyss order device? Perhaps it's an abyss order secret.
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either.
Like it kind of goes down like
It is
on his
not
neck. It kind of
unreasonable
went down
to
his neck.
suspect
The
that
thing on
it
his
could
face.
belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
No, this is so bad. I hate TikTok. This is scary me so well. You should too.
Whoa.
Oh, that gave Paimon a fright. So, all the doors are open now?
Is anything?
Halfdan's back again?
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
He ran off, but he didn't disappear like last time.
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
Please don't sit
This
on
could
me.
be a useful lead. He doesn't seem to hold any malice towards us.
True.
I'm sitting on your face.
So,
Stupid Kevin.
We going
I
then?
didn't even know. I was trying to push him back, and he was still trying to sit down. Oh, he got me.
I got some primos.
I want another dog.
An exact replica, Kevin.
That's
Get along the path that Halfdan has indicated.
Halfdan jumped down over there. Let's follow him.
Jasper? No.
Whatever
It shouldn't be
Jasper.
Basper or Sniper Milk.
Jasper women. I didn't know it wouldn't.
Basper.
That sounds so bad.
Looks like Halfdan
Just
disappeared
gone
at the
perm.
far end of this path.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see. Let's keep going.
If you say Casper, then both of them will respond.
That dark mod looks super thick. Haven't done anything about it. You have to upgrade the lumen spur.
Like Casper. Sometimes when Casper is, this is just a dog thing. Like, never actually gone.
There are more signs of village activity here.
Shudder!
What? Oh,
Disgusting.
Let's go see.
More speed.
It's a humble hilly churl camp. Oh, these hilly churls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. Some of them look like they've already taken their final breath. Is this what Halfdan wanted to show us?
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating in detail. Inspect the area. Leave no stone unturned.
Seems like these hilly churls have no life left in them at all. Before long, they'll become one with the darkness.
That sounds so ominous coming from Paimon. I could see them moving. You're wrong,
The hilly
Paimon.
churls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final days. We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilly churls, but still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in their last moments. Hilly churls usually store food in crates like these, right? But these seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near to the end that they don't need to eat anymore? Even if they don't need to eat anymore, Paimon bets they still miss food for the flavor.
Paimon's just making this worse. Just being like humanizing the hilly churls before they die. Stop, Paimon. You're humanizing them. We're gonna feel sadder when they die.
There's even a bonfire here.
I bet these hilly
Like
churls had children
built
before
in
they
the
died.
wild.
Paimon, shut up.
Can you not?
Wait, but
Can you
wasn't
not?
Dane
The
villagers
Paimon.
get scared of the light when they reach the very end of their lives? Maybe.
No, see, look, it's Paimon like being like, maybe at the very, very end they still want to feel some light and warmth. Shut up, Paimon. Thinking out loud here.
Could also be another reason.
It's a Paimon.
How did that flower get this far underground? Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased Hilichurls?
I know this flower. I've seen this kind of flower before. It's a Lumine's flower.
Now that you mention it, Paimon thinks it looks kind of familiar too.
Wouldn't it be sad if, you probably know, if Lumine knew all of Conria, she knew everyone in Conria, and then in this distant future, it's just all Hilichurls? That'll be like if Ether fell asleep for another like 1,000 years, and he woke up and everyone he knows is a Hilichurl. Right?
Yeah.
And the only person that's alive is like Dainsley.
Darn it, you're still here.
You're still here?
It is the national flower of Conria, the Intivat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Conria, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more, and finally turn to dust. So the Intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
That's the flower my sister was wearing in her hair. What do you think it was for Ether? If you pick Lumine, what do you think it says? Like, that's the flower my brother has wearing in his hair.
Maybe it'll be like a scarf or something.
Wearing on his like,
Cut off braid.
where, I don't know.
I wanna know what it
I imagine he placed it on the very top of his head, like flat. Not kidding.
says. Wait, do you know what it is? I forgot.
That's the leaf my brother was eating.
So for this flower to get here, it must have been brought from...
Lumine.
Wait,
It smells like Lumine.
that's a flower she wears in her hair?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. That is...
What does Ether have that's like that?
His ear, I don't know.
His ear. His scarf. That's the scarf, my brother. Oh. He still has flower in her hair.
Yeah.
In focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland. I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
Yeah, what was there? A flower? Was a flower there?
I think it was a flower still.
Oh.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking,
That's the
approximately.
flower.
That's the flower. That's it.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate to be graced with your decision.
But how?
Lumine.
Lumine.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
What if Daisy was like, have you seen your sister, Lumine?
Yeah, you zoned out for quite a while there.
When he zoned out, Daisy was like, or Paimon, it would be more like Paimon, where Paimon would just talk out loud, like, well, I guess it's just you and me now, Daisy. And then starts following Dainsley around.
It's so dumb.
You relate to the scene you just saw that Dainsley.
Well, people do say that twins have a special connection.
He's like, the reason you saw that must be because you're twins.
It sounds as if they are attempting to
Stupid.
make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device we saw earlier. And you say she mentioned the revival of the homeland, correct?
Yes, she said it was her mission.
No surprise there.
Oh no.
Stubborn as ever.
He describes Lumine as stubborn. Describing Lumine as stubborn as ever.
It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilichurls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Khaenri'ah. After all, there can be no nation without a people.
What do you think? Do they have a chance?
It is the height of foolishness. They have no chance of success, not even a 1% chance. I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. There is no undoing the curse. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human.
Whoa, what? Now Dainsleif is like, I'm giving you the go-ahead. They're not human.
If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them, mired in hypocrisy.
Lumine probably disagreed with Dainsleif. She's probably thinking, these Hilichurls are still human. What does Lumine have? That's the flower I've been wearing in my hair since I woke up. What? They changed it. Oh, that's weird. If you chose Lumine, the thing she would have said about the flower was, that's the flower I've been wearing in my hair since I woke up.
Save your strength for something worth saving.
Why should I believe you?
Oh? But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task, while she is your sister. It is only natural for you to side with her. But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say...
He's saying, I suppose it makes more sense if you agreed with Lumine as opposed to me, like some guy you met on your travels. And he's like, I choose to believe you. Because he was like, the Hilichurls aren't human. Not gonna... Did you see what Lonnie showed you? And I heard you say something like, how did she flash back to herself? This is the flower I've been wearing in my hair since I woke up. Oh my god. That doesn't even make any sense. I choose to believe you. After like thinking about it for a long time. But that doesn't mean I completely trust you. It just means I don't approve of my sister's methods.
I see.
A 1% chance of redemption versus a 99% chance of suffering and death? Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living being's behalf. Especially not when these Hilichurls have already chosen the end that they desire.
It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your
I don't
own
remember the 3
individual views on
questions.
this world.
What was your favorite food? I don't know, but Venti thinks it's apples.
Very well. Since you have volunteered your true
He
thoughts
thinks
on this
everyone's
matter,
favorite food is apples.
I shall not hide mine from you. Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss.
What if it's right here he reveals, have you seen my sister? It's like...
That is to say, the Abyss's
Dane's
actions
Lumine.
here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my
Dane's
other
vlog.
compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed.
That is the Abyss actually... I can understand that. And let's stick together for this one.
The abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
I would keep this flower. This is the flower I've been missing. I'll take it from the hilly trails. I forgot about the hilly trails. There's no way to make him look down at the flower, right? I guess you could. Hold on. No.
I've never seen a turkey look this disgusting before.
That's just uncooked.
I know, but it looks so gross. Also, I think it's alcohol.
No.
Because I just realized it's his dog's account.
And there, it's him with a picture of. It's a picture of him and Lumine's flower.
We can see the upside down city from here, too.
Wait, watch out!
Paimon got blinded.
What's going on? Is that light coming from the room in the center? It's too bright!
It would be so funny if Paimon got hit by a flashbang.
The mutation is continuing. Has the abyss made its move already?
Dean Smith, I see your incessant meddling continues, and that you have once again joined forces with our Highness's kin. Regrettably, I was not in time to control your exit from the network, and it sent you here of all places. This was a catastrophic error.
I am surprised that you dare to face me. You ran like a coward last time.
Our Highness's will must be done. All interferences must be removed, whatever the price to pay. This time, the curse that torments our people must be undone, once and for all.
You are the only ones who torment them. There is nothing else left of those hilly churls. Nothing besides the curse itself.
Say what you wish. I am going nowhere, Dainsleif.
Then you will give your life just to delay the inevitable. How absurd. But since you wish to persist, then so be it.
I'm surprised every time you hear
really
anyone
think
those
you can use that
Dainsleif's
device beneath the pool to cleanse this curse?
Because I imagine him voicing it differently, but yeah.
Then I overestimated you. This plan is even cruder than I thought.
Shudder! Crush! Freeze to the core!
Gather!
More speed. Beg for mercy. Crush. More speed. Eye for an eye.
Oh my god, it's gonna take so long to get rid of the shield.
Solidify!
The end is now.
You was like the only one that could get away, take away the shield.
Gather! This is order!
Alright, he's dead.
will burn.
Whew. You've been hunting this Abyss Herald for ages. Now you finally got him.
There's no time to celebrate. The Abyss Order's device is activating, but there's still time to destroy it.
All right, let's go.
More primos.
More speed.
Oh my gosh.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
How do I even get up there? Is it teleporting or something? Whoa. This looks weird. Dodge. Oh, it's a teleporter.
Look, the amplification device. Am I too late? They're in agony.
I hope Dainsley doesn't die.
There's no way for them to meet their end. Find a way to stop that thing. Don't do it!
What happened? Halfdan followed Dainsleif orders?
I thought he would have been turned to ashes in an instant. Halfdan's soul is extraordinarily resilient.
Meddling fool! Encumber us no more!
Don't you have a greater encumbrance to worry about? Come on. This is your grand opportunity to get rid of me.
Dainsleif!
Take him out and deactivate the device.
He gave me 2 missions.
Stabilize!
I can only handle 1 command at a time.
Hear the truth!
Beg for mercy.
Let's dance.
The gifts of grace!
I condemn you.
By holy proclamation! Solidify! The truth shall set you free. Hear ye the word. Wrath be upon you.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Shudder!
Let the show
And
begin.
hope find
Beg for mercy. Vengeance
The
will be
power
mine. Shudder!
you. Revelation. The truth
Eye for an eye.
sets you free. Hear ye the word of joy. Grace be upon you.
Crush!
Let's dance.
What do we do now? The Abyss Lecter's gone, but the device won't stop. And Halfdan.
Let me take his place. The cleansing won't have any effect on me.
No! As long as the device is active, the cursed are rendered powerless. Only you can take on the Abyss. If you value his sacrifice, then do not waste any more time here. See all these rays of light and portals? They must have installed several of these energy devices in various locations. Find them, quickly!
So, we have to go through these Abyss portals? Hey! Wait for Paimon!
Destroy the charging devices.
Beg for mercy.
Stabilize.
Crush! Shudder! I condemn you!
Lily Trills are really suffering.
Oops, cut off Paimon. Get pie-pwned.
I will have order.
Let the show begin. Yeah.
Crush!
Stabilize.
Freeze to the core!
Quick! Destroy the devices and put an end to the Hilly Trill's suffering!
Yeah! More speed.
Let's dance. Ready, steady, go.
Shudder!
To dust.
Beg for mercy.
more of the enemy.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Let the show begin.
Shudder! Flood of frost! Rack and ruin! More speed!
Okay, it's gone dark all around now. Shall we head back to the room in the center?
Half Dan's body. How could they do this to Half Dan? We'll always remember you, Half Dan, especially with this picture.
That's it, right? The device is fully shut down now?
The burning sensation has indeed stopped.
It felt like burning.
So, we managed to stop the Abyss Order's plan?
But Half Dan, he seems to have breathed his last.
Let me check.
Dane must be really upset. Of all the ways to be reunited with one of his former comrades after so long.
This is narrating.
This is rough.
I don't need you to console me, Paimon. Okay.
Let's go.
Dainsleif looks really sad.
Light.
Apologies, Captain Dainsleif, Twilight Sword. Back then, I failed you, and failed to protect our people.
No. For 500 years, you have faithfully done your duty. To this day, I am proud of you all.
Conria didn't fall, did it? Since you're still here.
Correct.
No, why would he lie? Unless he's like... Unless they both know and they're just like... Conria's still alive. It's the people of Conria. You know?
So... no need to revive the homeland.
That was Halfdan's soul.
More than one kind of strange power exists here. Souls are no strange sight under the circumstances. Still, if you intend to